This is Lauren Fogelman at ExpertSportsPerformance.com, working with highly driven, motivated athletes on having more focus, confidence, the ability to effectively deal with distractions when competing for consistent high performance. Today's topic is the winning strategy for athletes. Do you have a big vision or goal, something that you're working towards? Is it short term? Is it long term? Whether it's short or long, what I want to do is really look at what does it take to turn that goal into a reality to really successfully get there. The bottom line is I don't want you to leave anything to chance. If you have a vision and you want to really do everything possible to make it happen, then you have to be the architect of your vision. What do I mean by that? Well, think about what you want it to look like, that final result, and what pieces do you need to craft into your strategy to make it happen. It's similar to having a house you want to build. In order to really build a house, you need to have a blueprint. There needs to be an architect. There needs to be a general contractor that oversees all the work of the specialists. I want you to create that blueprint for your vision. That's going to be something that you architect, you craft up and plan. Then you're going to get your coach or someone else on board that's going to help be the general contractor to oversee all the other people that are on board to really help you do what's necessary with their specialties so that you can step into that big vision. Those could be personal trainers, nutritionists, sports psychologists, coaches, whatever it is for you, other teammates, family. So many different moving parts. In order to really get the most out of it and to get everybody on the same page so that they know what you're really working towards and they can share that vision with you, you need that blueprint. So let's look at the hidden benefits that come up with having a well-defined blueprint. Let's go ahead and start with developing that vision framework. Come up with the overall framework of what needs to happen to be able to take you from where you are now to where you want to go. You might not know every single step along the way, or maybe some steps that you thought were necessary. Once you got there, you realized they weren't that important whatsoever, and you went ahead and made some changes and adjustments, and that's okay. But let's go ahead and develop that working framework. After that, I want you to really get energized through clarity, getting really crystal clear on where you want to go in that framework, focusing in on what needs to be done now and what you need to work towards, as well as having a direction. Once you know where you want to go, you have some idea as to what the path is and what steps you need in order to get there. After energize is strength. What that means is really to take consistent, inspired action despite any obstacles that might arise. There's some things, like I said, you just might not know yet, and that's okay. There might even be some fears that come up, some things that really stretch you out of your comfort zone, and it brings up that inner critic, the negativity, the worries, the doubts. You know what? We all have that happen. What I want for you is to continue to find the strengths within you, that purpose, connection to your vision of where you want to go, in order to be able to move through those fears and apprehension. I found when I was rowing initially, there were some things that came up that were fears for me as well. I didn't know how to get through them at first. What I did is I looked at where I wanted to go, what I wanted to do, how the fears were really creating obstacles for me, and looking for those solutions, seeking other people, finding the opportunities to help me move through it so that once again those fears, I could look them in the face, I could reframe them, and by moving through them, they weren't quite as big anymore. That will happen for you too. So find that strength within you to act despite the fear. Increase. Basically, that means increasing your confidence with each step you take. As you take the steps, reaching different milestones along the way, seeing you get closer and closer to your vision of where you want to be, that's going to just come back and it's going to build confidence within you. Now you're doing things that you couldn't do a while back when you first started out on this journey. I love seeing how the changes happen, how you really grow as an individual personally as well as physically as you work the plan and follow the blueprint. Radiate your purpose. Don't keep your vision a secret. Find people who you trust and share that with them. Share your vision with them. Let them partner with you, if they're the right people, to really help you do what's necessary, get the information, the solutions, to be able to take the next steps, continue making progress, and moving in that right direction. But the bottom line is share the joys. There's people who really want the best for you. Find them and bring them into your team. After that, empower. Empower yourself to act with purpose. Really feel it. Stand strong in it. Commit to that purpose, that vision of where you want to be. Like I said, you might not know all the steps to get there, and your control freak might be freaking out if you don't know all the steps, but that's okay. If you empower yourself to really come from a strengths-based approach of where you are now, what characteristics and qualities you bring to this, the passion, the motivation, you're going to act with purpose, have faith that it'll all work out as long as you stay the course. So this is the Desire strategy. It's some of the hidden benefits that happen when you really commit to working towards your vision and your goal of what's possible. Once again, know who's on your team. Make sure they're really aligned with you. Make sure that they're really positive and they buy into your dream. You need to have all the momentum necessary to really take the steps to reaching that big picture. Therefore, you have no room for energy drains such as negativity, naysayers. People are just casting a black cloud on your vision. Success, it's a team effort, and I want you to have the best people possible on your team. So the challenge for you is to get really crystal clear about your vision. What is it that you want so much for yourself? You could just feel it. What inspired action do you need to take to be able to make those steps happen as you move forward, getting that momentum? Once you do that and you have that known, what is that first step you're willing to take now to get started? I want to know exactly what the step is that you're ready to take at this moment in time. So that's your challenge. Go ahead and leave a comment as to some things you took away from this training. I'd love to hear from you. Post that comment of some takeaways. Let me know what you need maybe some deeper training on. If you're interested in my free special report, 7 Mistakes Even the Best Athletes Make, go to my website, expertsportsperformance.com. Put your name and email address in the upper right-hand corner. Immediately, you'll get that free special report. I want to be able to help and inspire you. My purpose is to teach athletes how to stay cool in the heat of the moment. I look forward to reading your posts. Lauren Fogelman, expertsportsperformance.com.